If you haven't done the fourm or the advanced course by Landmark Worldwide, check it out. It's 915 bucks each before discounts. I don't work for them. I don't represent them. I have nothing to do with them. I don't take any of their courses. I don't get anything if you were to register. There's no affiliate code down below. Um, so it's 800, $1,830 before discounts for 10 days, 5-day courses, 2 5-day courses, a 10 session seminar series included in the first 5 days, the 915, the $200 down deposit. And it starts when you register. So as soon as you book a vacation, then you go ahead and buy your vacation needs right away because you're like going on vacation, you know what I mean? So if I'm committed, I was committed to getting something out of my business and or doing something in the business world. I just graduated. I was 22. You know, I didn't know exactly where I was going, but I had a direction, and I just wanted to be effective at that. And after I did the forum, I can see how I had self-destructive behaviors that I didn't know that I didn't know about them. So anyway, moving forward. Chris sounds like he knows a little bit about Scientology. It's things as cults, coercive control, and recovery, which are none of Landmark worldwide at any level, even seminar level, is cult-like in any way, coercive control in any way. Anne worked there for 26 years, and she is processing the difference that she was making over the 26 years and what to do with her life after that because she didn't knew that she didn't want to work there anymore. It was her choice.
That. And you're doing that by learning how to introduce people to the forum. But then from there, you're going to go a couple tracks. Most people are guided through the seminar leader track. Seminars, with every forum, you get a 10-session seminar.
Yeah, there's no track. Maybe that was the way it was back when she did it, but there is no track. There is I did the forum and the advanced course, and then there's a course for anything that anybody wants. I felt like I didn't feel like I had it occurred to me that I wasn't communicating effectively because I would try to say something to my wife and it would occur to her like I was screaming at her, and that was like never the intention whatsoever. It was just to be straight and be clear, and she'd be like physically scared of me attacking her. I'm like the nicest guy in the world. I'd never touch a girl at all ever. But she had that occurrence for her. So I had to number one, look at my own communication style, but number two, realize take control of that and be like, oh my gosh, honey, like I did not never like would I ever touch, you know what I mean? Uh anyway, so I took the communication curriculum, which is 2 weekend courses, 2 days each, so 4 days total, I believe something like that. And then anyway, they have other communications courses beyond that in case you want to, cause great communication with among team members, so forth. And yeah, but I chose to do the communication curriculum because I saw what I was responsible for in my marriage. And then what's another course I took? I took a self-expression and leadership program. And I mean, I didn't think I wasn't I did at one point. I don't know where after the forum or after the advanced course or whatever that I saw that like in our church, we didn't call it a church, we called it fellowship, but our fellowship as kids, I was speaking like mostly in the morning before it started, in our like high schoolers only. And someone said to me, Lee, you talk too much. And I really took that to heart. And then like 30, at 41, I see that I have a like great great grandfather that was like, I'm talking 50th great grandfather or whatever, that was called the Silent was his nickname. I was like, oh, that's so interesting. So in any event, for years after I heard that, I was just like, let me try that on and just not say stuff, which then it had the negative side, quote unquote, negative side of things where I wasn't fully self-expressed. So anyway, did the self-expression leadership program, and then I was like paid to be a leader at work. So I really thought that that would contribute, and it did. It sort of was competing for my time, and I needed to be focused like 100% on the leading at work side of things versus the leading at work and taking a course on leading at work. like had I had the choice to do it again, or if I was young and I just did the advanced course, what to do next, like I would focus on the leading at work and getting promoted to that ownership level first, and then going ahead and taking the rest of the courses. But I don't have any regrets about it. Like I have only grown from that experience and being able to apply that experience. And people are like, I don't understand how you do it, Lee. Like so many people have thrown that out or said exactly what I created myself as. Like I created myself as fun, and then like I went to the fellowship like that weekend that I created the possibility of being fun, and um ladies talking to me after I guess mainly people would call it worship. We call it, do we call it? I think we call it worship. And she's like, Lee, you're so fun. And I'm like, that is so great. Like, I created that a week ago, and you're telling me that. And I never said that, hey, I took this course and it taught me how to be fun, because it's not about that. You know what I mean? Anyway,
That's designed to help you integrate your learnings. And now it's part of their new member.
no, nothing is designed to help you integrate their learnings into your, like I said, it's not teaching, it's not knowledge. It is not like school or education or any of that stuff. It's just a couple conversations. A couple, I mean, a few conversations. Um, and it's not integrating their way. It's just what they see as effective. And when it's, yeah, you don't need to behave a certain way. It's just a way that's going to work for all people. That's all. That's all. And if you're not working for all people, it might mean that there is a question, like an inauthenticity about the inauthenticity. Anyway.
Membership model, which is, anyway, I have a whole thing against memberships. that
Yeah, I mean,
that
look,
whole
they didn't offer any kind of membership for from 1991 all the way until 2020 something. I don't know when they started it, but look, they specifically didn't offer a membership while it was in person. Now it's 99.9% online. I mean, I mean, unless you want to do one of the other courses where it's like travel and then you go meet other people in person. But yeah, it's
so you get in there and you're going to become a seminar leader. And
yeah, again, there is no track. There is, she said, I want to be a seminar leader. And then they said, I don't know if there's an application, but yeah, I'd imagine there absolutely is an application process. And then, she did that for years and years and years and made a massive difference on people's wallets, from them getting raises at work or leaving their jobs and starting a new job or generating some newfound money for their company that pays them more, or whatever it is. They made a difference in their marriages, in their health, so many things that she has no idea how many 100,000 people that she spoke in front of that then went on and rippled effect and made the difference that made the difference. Yeah, anyway.
There's a man, Brian Nord, who was a Senator's Division Director, very high.
Yeah, again, Brian also Center's division director. Yeah, he worked there 26 years, and he also was processing leaving working there for staff after 26 years. And this is all very predictable, like natural that someone would be dealing with that after making the difference for 100,000 people, and then being like, is this the right thing for my life? And then dealing with well, I gotta blame someone if something isn't going my way. Well, as we do as humans, do you know what I mean? So I don't think that she's doing that anymore, because that's not what the land reform is. It's literally being free from all of that. So not, I'm standing that she has now, after this year recording, have introspectively looked or free thought for herself and see the impact that she made for others, but also the training that she got simultaneously that is now going to propel her life into whatever it is that she's up to. And I imagine it's, somewhere in the lines of being happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, for you from anxiety, resentment, and regret, all that.
High in the center's area. And started when he was 20, he's 46, and he left in November. And he read my book, and he is talking. And so far,
he talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and got it all off his chest and hasn't recorded a video in a year. So it sounds like he's put that all in the past. And if there is something that is left unsaid between him or her or anyone else, I encourage them to ask them that they pick up the phone and call somebody or text or whatever they need to do to get it so that they never resent anymore, because that's not what forms literally freedom from resentment. So I'm going to resent the people that showed me that I could be free from my resentment and my regrets for the rest of my life. It's like it just doesn't commute.
Or they haven't shut him up.
And it's valid that she said all this stuff to get the feelings of these things, the thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs out to the world so that I can do this video and that people can see for themselves, really. I wouldn't believe me, I wouldn't believe her, I wouldn't believe anything. I would pick up the phone and call your local landmark worldwide office near me or whatever you need to search. I don't work for them, I don't represent them, and leave a message and they will get back to you. And or just register online. It's you will never regret doing the forum of the advanced course.
He's done 2 YouTube episodes where he's just ratting out the whole system. Awesome. But you go into the seminar leader program and your first thing is to get that you are not who you think you are. You are not, and he shares the story about,
Yeah. Yeah, I paid or raised my hand and said I want to lead seminars, and they're being completely straight with me. And if you haven't done the forum, I totally get how you wouldn't see that or the advanced course. But at that point is years and years after they have done the forum of the advanced course. So they fully get that they are in control of themselves and they are open to they are literally leading the way for others to say, hey, there's something maybe I don't know that I don't know, and I'm willing to be told or be straight. Tell me, be straight with me, be direct with me. Why are you going to beat around the bush and tell me some nonsense so I can live my life not having be fully whatever it is that I want to be? For me, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, free from anxiety, free from resentment and regret, peace of mind, fully self-expressed.
Being engaged with for many, many hours until he gets and he declares that who he is not a gay man. That is not who he is. So they literally work you over to empty out.
So, yeah, I mean, look, if Brian can explain it to me in a different way than I've already heard him explain it, then I would be happy to hear it. He was saying that he is who he is funny gay Brian. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Um, uh, there's a lot. So there's something called like fixing, which is mostly what our human, especially men, want to do is fix this. There's a problem, fix the situation. And so that's one distinction. Another one would be, I'll put these all together in a second here. Another one would be creating possibility. So once I've completed, whatever drama I dealt with and I'm not saying I had dealt with drama in high school or middle school or anything like that, but once I really truly take all that stuff that I discovered about myself in those time frames and put that in the past, and look, I can choose to take on what I discovered about myself in high school towards the future if I want to, but at least I have the choice in the matter, right? So I take all that stuff oh, I didn't talk to that girl in middle school, and then we never got together, and what could have happened, right? I take all that and I put that back in the past where it belongs, and then I have nothing left in my future. So I can go ahead and create whatever I want. And I create the possibility of being, for me, it was fun and free. And at first, check this out. At first, I did fun and carefree. And then I got into some trouble. And I'm like, okay, like I can't be carefree. And by the way, that's like, why so much? Why do I have to be carefree? And I was like, well, I mean, the whole formula, they talk about like freedom. autonomy, authority over oneself. Um, you said, was it Basin from the Marshall School of Business? The professor said that you gotta understand what's happening with you. So wild. Gotta break down that interview or go check it out. Find it online. And let's see. I don't remember where I was going this way.
You are. Until
Oh
you're
yeah. So funny Gay Brian. So we went over the fixing and changing, and that's not what this is about because there's nothing for you to fix because you are perfect exactly the way you are. There's nothing broken about you. There's nothing to fix. Um, and funny Gay Brian. So I saw that carefree wasn't working for me. I completed that pass, created the possibility for being fun and free. And then so creating if Brian on his own authority, his own autonomy, created himself as being fun and free or whatever, and I could genuinely like see how empowering Brian was as he was declaring his own autonomy for himself. That would be one thing. That would not be a fix or a change. That would be creation and opportunity to recreate at any moment at any time. Um, when you add in the gay, funny gay Brian, again, nothing wrong with that at all. Inherent worth and dignity of all people. Um, it is a gender choice. Gender choice has no bearing whatsoever in anything landmark related or whatever. Um, gender choice has nothing to do with anything. It's a completely separate realm of conversation. Not a conversation that landmark would ever get to at any point in anything ever. So the adding the word gay to a possibility of being for human beings, unless you are fully inspired and not fixing or changing gay as the English word of happy. If you mean it like gay happy and that's truly empowering for you, then that would be one situation. And maybe that was the situation. I don't know. I didn't talk to Brian about this at all. But what I'm sharing is that landmark would never have anything to do with gender. And if you wanted to be a gender and lead, then that is, I mean, one of the best self-expression leadership program. One of the best leaders I ever had was G. And freaking love you, G. Um, in any event, he led my that's the self-expression leadership program is not just a seminar. Seminars are like being extraordinary. Like that's a seminar. It's meant for something to the effect of just after the forum, and they break down all the pieces of the forum so that they're very clear so that you can use them in your everyday, and not use them, but see how they are effective in your everyday being in the world and your everyday concerns, and seeing that anything aside from that, not like it's like you have to do this thing, because everyone that I know that does the forum goes on to do lots of other things. In any event,
nothing.
so she's saying that you get nothing out of it. Like I was saying, like I'm taking me walking around saying I should have talked to that girl, and because I didn't talk to that girl, I never had that opportunity to. Maybe my life would have been completely different. Not that I would have stayed with her at all. I'm just saying, like I would have been in the popular kids club. You know what I'm saying? So, and da, 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 da. So by getting nothing, it is not having that regret or resentment still carried around with me everywhere I go. And I carry this resentment and regret, and then something happens when I'm 22 and I carry around that resentment and regret, and then something happens when I'm like 6 and I carry around that resentment and regret, and then something really bad happened when I was 9, so I carry around that resentment and regret, and then all of a sudden I'm literally falling. Uh, so that puts that stuff all back in the past where it belongs. So then I'm free to, so yeah, I'm getting nothing. Nothing is, what can you do with nothing? Anything. What can I do with all that Folgers and proteins? I can do nothing then too. So I'd rather have put that all in the past and get
But
nothing.
you always fill nothing with something, right? Yep. So
You always fill nothing with something.
They fill it with is who you are, is seminar leader. If you are a staff,
what they fill it in with. I chose to be seminar leader. I am left after the forum with fully free choice. Everyone wants to debate nowadays on is free choice real? And yes, it is real for the million people, whatever, that have done the forum, and it is absolutely, seemingly to me, not real for the people that have not done it. So free choice. So they are not, I said I want to be seminar leader, and they said, okay, great, let's, we got some new ideas for you to really discover where you have been stopped. Not in a bad way, but it's like, I am a millionaire, right? And then now that I'm a millionaire, like, why would I not then stand on top of being the millionaire, and then I can look out from up here, right? And then you got the richest people in the world, so they got this, and then why not stand up on top of this and look out, right? So it doesn't matter what quote unquote level you're at in life, or if you've made it, there's always something to stand on top of.
Staff member, if you go on staff, you go through a similar kind of indoctrination process, and there's goals like
There's no indoctrination process. We'll get into it in a sec, but by goals, I believe she means quote unquote measures. And if you take out measuring, we count people because people count. If you take out measuring, that leads room for out of integrity. Like if I don't promise something and deliver something and own and clean up any mess that I made for not delivering what I said I would deliver, and that also means absolutely celebrating when you way over deliver, and maybe you don't, when you once way over deliver, continue to, like, you know what I mean? Like, keep it consistent. At least for me, that's the most empowering thing for me, and why Kevin O'Leary's saying that his women owners are some like 90, probably 80% more effective than the male owners. No shot at men, bro. Men are awesome. Maybe take something from that. I mean, that's all it is. He said that the women just promise and deliver on what they promise. He said that's the only difference. So, man, just take that. Like, you don't need to be so cocky. Maybe just like focus on consistency. Don't worry about being a big dog today and bringing in the most money right now, right here, regardless of ethics. And know that consistency is the real big dog.
like Nexium had the
Oh yeah, all right. So we'll stop this, but
in Landmark.
Yeah, founder of Nexium, Keith Vanguard Raniere. He went to jail for 120 years. He tried to rip off the Landmark Forum and then went to jail for 120 years. What a punishment for plagiarism, right? Like, that is God working in mysterious ways. Not mysterious at all. It's obvious. It's predictable. Anyway, love you. Hope you have the best day ever.